Have you noticed it? The quiet way strength in your legs seems to fade faster than anywhere else in your body. At first, it's subtle, needing an armrest to stand up, feeling unsteady on stairs you once ran up with ease, or realizing your morning walk now takes twice as long. If you're over 70, I want you to hear this clearly. This is not just in your imagination. It's your body sending a signal you cannot afford to ignore. Doctors often say, death starts in the legs, not the heart. Why? Because when your legs lose muscle, strength, and circulation, it sets off a chain reaction that quietly impacts your entire body. Think about it. Your legs aren't just tools for walking. They're your foundation, your lifeline of independence. The moment they weaken, everything becomes harder. Standing up, moving freely, even keeping your balance. And here's the hidden danger. When the legs slow down, the rest of your health often follows. Reduced circulation, muscle loss, and nerve changes in the legs can open the door to serious conditions. Falls, fractures, blood clots, even a decline in heart health. But let me pause here, because I don't want you to hear this as bad news. I want you to hear it as a wake-up call full of hope. Because here's the truth. You are not powerless. Simple, powerful foods you can find in your own kitchen or local market, can breathe strength back into your legs, keep your circulation flowing, and protect your independence for years to come. This video is for anyone who has ever wondered, why does standing up from a chair feel harder than it used to? Why do my legs ache after just a short walk? Why is my balance not quite what it once was? If you've asked yourself those questions, stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll not only know 5 essential foods to put on your plate, but also how those foods can transform the way you feel every single day. Imagine this: standing tall with confidence, walking freely without hesitation, enjoying time with grandchildren, friends, or loved ones, without being held back by weak or unsteady legs. That future is possible, and it starts with what you choose to eat. So if you haven't joined our community yet, now is the perfect time. Subscribe and stay connected, because every week, we share life-changing lessons designed to help you thrive, not just survive, in your golden years. Now let's begin this journey. Let's talk about the very first food that can help restore power and vitality to your legs. Before we dive into the foods that restore leg strength, let's take a step back and understand why the legs weaken so dramatically after 70. The truth is, your legs are often the very first place aging makes itself known. And here's why. First, there's something called sarcopenia, a medical word for age-related muscle loss. Starting as early as your 40s, the average person begins losing about 1% of their muscle mass per year. That doesn't sound like much, but by the time you reach 70, you may have lost up to a third of the muscle you once had. And where does this loss hit hardest? Your legs. Why? Because they carry your entire body weight, they're constantly working against gravity, and they're essential for the simplest things. Standing, walking, climbing stairs, even keeping your balance while brushing your teeth. Without strong leg muscles, every other part of life becomes harder and more dangerous. Weak legs are the #1 predictor of falls, and falls are the leading cause of disability and loss of independence in seniors. But muscle loss isn't the only factor. Circulation changes with age. As the years pass, blood vessels lose flexibility, arteries stiffen, and tiny capillaries that once delivered oxygen and nutrients deep into your leg muscles start to narrow. That means less blood flow, less oxygen, less nourishment reaching the very tissues that keep you moving. You might not even notice at first. Maybe it's just cold feet at night, or a heavy feeling in your calves after a walk. But over time, this restricted circulation quietly steals your strength. Then there's the issue of nutrient deficiencies. As we get older, our bodies process food less efficiently. We absorb less protein, less vitamin D, and fewer minerals like calcium, magnesium, and potassium. Yet these are exactly the nutrients that keep your muscles contracting, your nerves firing, and your bones strong enough to bear weight. Without enough of them, the legs are often the first to send out distress signals. Cramps, weakness, tingling, or a loss of balance you can't explain. And here's something most people don't realize. Your brain and your legs are deeply connected. When your leg muscles shrink, your brain actually receives fewer signals through the nervous system. That feedback loop helps your balance and coordination. When it weakens, falls become more likely, not because your brain isn't sharp, but because the communication between muscle and mind is breaking down. So when doctors say death starts in the legs, they're not being dramatic. They're describing a real medical truth. The legs are your foundation. When they weaken, circulation slows, independence slips away, and the risks to your overall health multiply. But here's the good news. This process isn't inevitable. You can slow it, stop it, and in many cases even reverse it. How? By combining two powerful forces: nutrition and movement. Nutrition provides the raw materials, protein to build muscle, vitamins and minerals to strengthen bones and nerves, antioxidants to protect blood vessels. Movement signals your body to actually use those materials, telling your muscles, don't shrink. Stay strong. Together, they create a powerful defense against age-related leg weakness. And that's exactly what we're going to explore next. The 5 essential foods that can help keep your legs strong, your balance steady, and your independence intact well into your golden years. Let's begin with one of the most powerful foods for leg health after 70. Fatty fish, salmon, sardines, mackerel, and tuna. These aren't just tasty choices, they are lifelines for your legs and overall vitality. Why fatty fish helps? First, fatty fish are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, the natural compounds that science has repeatedly shown can reduce inflammation, improve blood flow, and protect your nerves. Why does this matter for your legs? As we age, a subtle low-level inflammation begins to creep into muscles, joints, and blood vessels. It's often so mild that you don't feel pain every day. But over time, it quietly erodes muscle strength and damages the tiny vessels that bring oxygen and nutrients to your leg muscles. Omega-3s act like nature's repair crew. They calm this inflammation, strengthen the walls of blood vessels, and make it easier for oxygen-rich blood to reach every cell in your legs. The result? Your muscles get the fuel they need, circulation improves, and you regain energy and mobility that may have been slipping away. But that's not all. Fatty fish are also an excellent source of high-quality protein, which is essential for preventing sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass we talked about earlier. Your body uses protein as building blocks to repair and rebuild muscles. Without enough protein, your muscles literally shrink over time, and the legs, which carry your entire body weight, suffer first. A Harvard Health study found that seniors who consistently include protein-rich foods in their diet retain more muscle mass, have better mobility, and experience fewer falls than those who don't. That's why simply adding fatty fish to your meals 2 to 3 times a week can have a measurable impact on your strength and independence. Practical ways to include fatty fish in your diet. Fresh fish. Grill, roast, or bake with simple herbs and olive oil. A fillet of salmon seasoned with garlic, lemon, and a pinch of pepper is both delicious and highly beneficial. Canned options. If fresh fish is difficult to access, canned sardines or tuna are excellent alternatives. They're affordable, shelf-stable, and still packed with omega-3s and protein. Meal ideas. Mix canned sardines with a little olive oil and lemon juice over a salad. Add chunks of tuna to a vegetable stir-fry or pasta. Even a small portion twice a week can start building muscle and protecting nerves. Real-life example. Let me share a story. Margaret, 72, had started noticing that climbing the stairs to her apartment left her breathless, and her legs felt heavy by the end of the day. Her doctor encouraged her to focus on nutrition first, and she decided to try adding fatty fish to her diet, salmon at least twice a week and sardines once. Within a month, Margaret noticed a subtle but real difference. Her legs no longer felt heavy after walking to the grocery store. Her knees felt more stable, and even her balance when stepping onto a curb had improved. It wasn't a miracle overnight, but it was proof that what you put on your plate directly impacts your leg strength and mobility. Remember, the goal isn't perfection. You don't need to eat fish every day. Just 2 to 3 servings per week of fatty fish, prepared in ways you enjoy, can protect your legs, preserve your independence, and keep you moving freely well into your 70s and beyond. Next, we'll explore another nutrient powerhouse that works hand in hand with fatty fish to keep your legs strong and your circulation flowing: leafy greens. Next on our list is something many people overlook: leafy greens, spinach, kale, collards, Swiss chard, and other dark green vegetables. These humble vegetables may not look like superheroes on your plate, but when it comes to leg health after 70, they truly are. Why leafy greens help? First, leafy greens are rich in nitrates, natural compounds that your body converts into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide acts like a gentle switch for your blood vessels, helping them relax and widen. This improves circulation, ensuring oxygen and nutrients flow freely to your leg muscles. Imagine your leg muscles as little engines. Without enough oxygen and nutrients, they start to struggle, they tire easily, cramp more often, and lose strength over time. Leafy greens help fuel these engines efficiently, giving your legs the energy they need to carry you through your day. Leafy greens are also packed with potassium and magnesium, 2 minerals critical for muscle contraction and nerve function. Potassium helps regulate fluid balance in your cells, preventing that heavy, swollen feeling in your calves. Magnesium works behind the scenes, keeping your muscles relaxed and reducing the risk of cramps at night. And don't forget fiber. Leafy greens help control blood sugar, which is especially important as we age. High blood sugar over time can quietly damage nerves in your legs, causing tingling, numbness, or even weakness. By keeping sugar levels stable, leafy greens protect your leg nerves and maintain mobility. Scientific support. Studies from the British Dietetic Association highlight that adults who regularly consume leafy greens show better circulation and muscle function, and reduced risk of age-related leg weakness. Westmont Living notes that leafy greens are especially important for seniors because they combine antioxidants, minerals, and fiber, creating a triple defense for muscles, nerves, and circulation. How to include leafy greens in your daily life. Raw: add a large handful of spinach or kale to salads, sandwiches, or smoothies. A green smoothie in the morning can be a simple way to start your day energized. Lightly cooked. Steaming or sautéing greens with a touch of olive oil preserves most nutrients while making them easier to digest. Mixed in meals. Chop them into soups, stews, or even eggs. Spinach and scrambled eggs, kale in a vegetable soup, collard greens in a stir-fry, they all count. Real-life example. Take Robert, 74, who had noticed his legs felt heavy by midday and sometimes cramped at night. He started incorporating cooked greens at lunch every day, sometimes sautéed with garlic and olive oil, other times as a fresh salad. Within a month, Robert reported a noticeable difference. His legs felt lighter, cramps were rare, and he even started walking longer distances without fatigue. It wasn't an instant miracle, but it was proof that the nutrients in leafy greens directly support circulation, muscles, and nerves in the legs. Pro tip: aim for at least 1 large handful per day, prepared any way you like. Don't worry about fancy recipes. Simplicity is key. Even tossing a few leaves into an omelet or smoothie counts. Pair greens with a healthy fat, like olive oil, to improve nutrient absorption. Leafy greens may seem small, but their impact on leg health is enormous. They work silently, strengthening muscles, supporting circulation, and protecting your nerves, helping you stand taller, walk further, and stay independent longer. Next, we'll explore a food that supports your bones, muscles, and overall leg strength in a different way: dairy and calcium-rich foods, paired with vitamin D. The next essential group of foods is one many people know is important, but often underestimate for leg health: dairy or calcium-rich foods, paired with vitamin D. These are not just for kids or teenagers. They are crucial for anyone over 70 who wants strong legs and lasting independence. Why this matters? Your legs do more than carry your weight. They are the foundation of your mobility. Every step you take, every stair you climb, every time you rise from a chair, your bones bear a tremendous load, especially the hips, femurs, and knees. Without strong bones, your legs become more fragile, your muscles work harder, and your risk of falls and fractures increases dramatically. That's where calcium comes in. Calcium is the primary mineral that gives bones their strength and density. It's like the scaffolding of your skeletal system. Seniors often experience decreased calcium absorption, which can lead to osteopenia or osteoporosis, conditions that weaken bones and increase fracture risk. Keeping your calcium intake adequate helps ensure that your bones can continue to support muscular work and carry you safely through every day. But calcium alone isn't enough. Your body needs vitamin D to absorb calcium effectively. Vitamin D also plays a key role in muscle function. Studies show that seniors with low vitamin D levels often experience muscle weakness, poor balance, and higher risk of falls. That means a deficiency doesn't just affect bones. It can directly weaken your legs, making walking, standing, or climbing stairs more difficult. ARP. How to include dairy and vitamin D in your daily life. Dairy, low-fat milk, yogurt, cheese, and cottage cheese are excellent sources of calcium. Fortified plant-based options. If you are lactose intolerant or avoid dairy, fortified almond, soy, or oat milk provide both calcium and vitamin D. Other calcium-rich foods: sardines with bones, tofu, certain leafy greens, and almonds can supplement your diet. Vitamin D from sunlight. Moderate sun exposure, about 15 minutes a few times a week, helps your body naturally produce vitamin D. If sunlight is limited or your doctor recommends, a supplement can safely fill the gap. Real-life example. Consider Harold, 76, who had always been active but started noticing that stairs left him winded and his knees felt unstable. A nutritionist suggested he focus on calcium and vitamin D-rich foods, low-fat yogurt every morning, cheese in his salads, and fortified soy milk in the evenings. Within a few weeks, Harold's legs felt stronger. His knees no longer ached as much during walks, and he regained confidence climbing stairs without hesitation. It wasn't magic, it was a consistent, daily approach to nourishing bones and muscles, paired with gentle walking exercises. Pro tip: pair calcium-rich foods with vitamin D sources. For example, a small piece of salmon or a yogurt fortified with vitamin D maximizes absorption. Spread intake throughout the day. Your body absorbs calcium more efficiently in smaller doses rather than all at once. Don't forget moderate movement. Weight-bearing exercises like walking, gentle stair climbing, or balance exercises help bones stay strong alongside nutrition. By focusing on calcium and vitamin D, you're giving your legs the strong foundation they need to carry your body, protect against falls, and maintain independence. Strong bones plus strong muscles equals confident steps, and that's what every senior deserves. Next, we'll explore lean proteins and other essential amino acid sources that act as the building blocks for muscle strength in your legs. Now that we've covered the 5 essential foods, it's important to understand that leg health isn't just about what you eat. It's also about how you live and which nutrients you include consistently in your diet. Even if you eat well, your legs won't reach their full potential if certain key nutrients and habits are missing. Let's break these down. 1. Vitamin B12, the nerve protector. Vitamin B12 is critical for nerve health, which is especially important in your legs. Nerves carry signals from your brain to your muscles, telling them when and how to move. Without healthy nerves, your muscles can feel weak, uncoordinated, or numb. A deficiency in B12 is surprisingly common in adults over 70. Symptoms often start subtly: tingling in the toes or fingers, unsteady steps, or a heavy feeling in the legs. If left untreated, it can even contribute to more serious mobility issues. Good sources of vitamin B12 include lean meats like chicken or turkey, fish especially salmon and tuna, eggs and dairy products, fortified cereals or plant-based milks for those on a vegetarian or vegan diet. Tip: even small daily sources can make a big difference in nerve function and overall leg strength. 2. Magnesium, the muscle regulator. Magnesium is another critical mineral for healthy legs. It helps your muscles contract and relax properly, preventing cramps and stiffness that can make movement painful or difficult. Imagine your muscles as tiny engines. Without enough magnesium, they can misfire or lock up, making walking, climbing stairs, or standing from a chair feel exhausting. Sources of magnesium include nuts like almonds and cashews, seeds such as pumpkin or sunflower seeds, leafy greens like spinach and Swiss chard, whole grains and legumes. Regular intake helps your muscles stay flexible, reduces nighttime cramps, and supports overall mobility. 3. Hydration, the often overlooked key. Water might seem basic, but dehydration is a silent enemy of leg strength. When your body is low on fluids, your muscles fatigue faster, your cramps intensify, and balance becomes more difficult. Seniors are especially vulnerable because the body's natural thirst response decreases with age. By the time you feel thirsty, your muscles may already be slightly dehydrated. Simple strategies for staying hydrated. Keep a water bottle within reach at all times. Include water-rich foods like watermelon, cucumbers, oranges, and tomatoes. Drink small amounts consistently throughout the day rather than all at once. Even mild dehydration can make walking feel harder, so this simple habit can dramatically improve leg comfort and mobility. 4. Exercise and resistance training, moving for strength. Nutrition is only half the story. Muscles need used to stay strong. Even gentle strength training and balance exercises can help slow, or even reverse, age-related leg weakness. Resistance exercises. Using light dumbbells or resistance bands helps rebuild leg muscles, improves circulation, and enhances coordination. Balance exercises. Simple moves like standing on one leg while holding a chair for support improve stability and reduce fall risk. Walking. A consistent daily walk keeps blood flowing, strengthens leg muscles, and maintains endurance. Studies show that seniors who combine nutrition with even modest movement programs maintain independence longer, reduce fall risk, and experience less fatigue during daily activities. Healthline. 5. Daily routine and lifestyle habits. Small, consistent habits make a huge difference over time. Here's what to keep in mind. Stand and move regularly. Avoid sitting for long stretches. Stretch gently before and after walks to improve flexibility. Pair foods high in key nutrients with movement to signal your body to build strength. Real-life example. Margaret, 73, had always eaten a balanced diet, but she often complained of leg cramps and heaviness by evening. She started drinking water consistently throughout the day, doing 10 minutes of balance exercises and gentle squats each morning, adding magnesium-rich almonds and B12 fortified cereal to her breakfast. Within weeks, her legs felt lighter, cramps were less frequent, and she was able to walk her dog longer without stopping. It wasn't complicated. It was a combination of small, consistent habits and proper nutrition. Key takeaway: strong, independent legs in your 70s are not out of reach. They require a combination of essential nutrients like vitamin B12 and magnesium, proper hydration, gentle exercise to maintain muscle and balance. Together, these habits create a foundation that works hand in hand with the 5 foods we covered, giving your legs the strength, stability, and endurance you need to move freely and safely every day. Next, we'll pull everything together into a practical daily plan, showing how to combine these foods and habits to maximize leg health after 70. Leg weakness after 70 isn't inevitable. It's not a sign that your best years are behind you. In fact, it's a warning but also a huge opportunity. Your body is giving you a signal. It's time to take action to nourish yourself and to move intentionally. The amazing truth is this: by putting the right foods on your plate and engaging your body in gentle, consistent movement, you can protect your independence, maintain strength, and even improve your quality of life. Your legs can continue to carry you confidently through the things you love: walking in the park, playing with grandchildren, climbing stairs without hesitation, or simply moving freely without fear of falls or fatigue. Let's recap the 5 powerful foods we covered. Fatty fish: salmon, sardines, mackerel, tuna. Packed with omega-3 fatty acids, these foods reduce inflammation, improve circulation, and protect your nerves. They also provide high-quality protein which your muscles need to stay strong and counteract sarcopenia, the age-related muscle loss we talked about. Including fatty fish 2 to 3 times per week can help your legs stay energized and responsive. Leafy greens: spinach, kale, collards, Swiss chard. These vegetables are nutritional powerhouses. Rich in nitrates, potassium, magnesium, and fiber, leafy greens support circulation, prevent cramps, protect nerves, and keep blood sugar stable. A handful a day, steamed, sautéed in a salad, or even in a smoothie, can make a real difference in how your legs feel. Dairy or calcium-rich foods plus vitamin D. Strong bones are the foundation of strong legs. Foods like low-fat milk, yogurt, cheese, fortified plant milks, sardines with bones, tofu, and leafy greens give your bones the minerals they need. Pairing calcium-rich foods with vitamin D ensures proper absorption and supports both bone and muscle function. This combination is essential for preventing fractures,